Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of The 3 Count, the Network Edition.
Yes.
I am War Machine MJ.
I'm Rodimus Prime.
And Mainstream Malcolm got his jabroni ass to work.
Yes, he's punching the clock like Mike Tyson in his heyday.
So, before we talk about this week's network stuff, let's talk about something we forgot on last week's show. And we're going to cover it very, very briefly. Halftime Heat.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was such a good match.
Halftime Heat was very amazing. It was definitely better than the Super Bowl halftime show. It was definitely better than the game itself.
Nobody gives a shit if Adam Levine is on a payphone.
Yeah, him and all those damn tattoos. He should have kept his shirt on.
Yeah.
No homo, I wasn't looking at him like that, I'm just saying. But the halftime show and the game itself both sucked ass.
I heard that they tried to play it super safe with the halftime show.
Yeah. And like I said, the game itself, it was just, a defensive battle all the way around. The lowest rated Super Bowl in the last 10 years.
Anyway, but WWE decided to bring back an event they did 20 years ago with Halftime Heat.
Yeah, the first one was Mankind and The Rock in an empty arena match where Mankind ended up winning. And this year, it was a 6-man tag involving 6 of NXT's finest, the Velveteen Dream, Ricochet, and Aleister Black taking on DIY and Adam Cole, baby.
Adam Cole, baby!
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here by myself, so now we can shout it.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, this was a really good match.
Yeah, and Dave Meltzer, he gave the match 4.5 stars, and it went a good 25 minutes.
Yeah. It went the full length of the halftime show.
Yeah.
What you think of Velveteen Dream's gear?
I liked it.
Very Patriots inspired.
Yeah, it was very Patriots Super Bowl-esque, but he came out there, all of them came out there, and I really liked the setting that it was at the Performance Center.
Yeah, it was like a house show for, well, the residents of the Performance Center.
Yeah.
Because you saw some recognizable faces in the crowd.
Yeah.
Like Oni Lorcan, Tino Sabatelli, and I know I saw Tainara Conti in there.
Candice LeRae.
Yeah.
There were pictures on social media of Vanessa Bourne, Bianca Belair. They were in the crowd as well. So a few familiar faces watching their fellow mates put on a fantastic show, and it was well worth it. I
hope that's a tradition they do every year.
I don't think they'll do it, but then again, who knows? It's WWE.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't to the level of the first Halftime Heat, which, looking back, that one was kind of brutal.
Yeah. I mean, it was an empty arena match, and they just went all out with trash cans and weapons and a forklift and pallets and you name it. They did it.
And unprotected chair shots.
Yes. God. Good thing they don't do chair shots to the head today.
Yeah.
Oof.
But let's move on to this week's, and we're gonna flip the script because we're gonna start with we're gonna start with the show that was kind of underwhelming this week. That'd be NXT UK.
Yeah. Before we get into NXT UK, I watched it this week, of course, like you did and everybody else. I kind of had to pause it on and off because it was just like. What am I watching? I mean, like, the first match was good. Noam Dar versus
Devlin, yeah.
Devlin, that was good. But it was just like, overall, the show was just... I kind of had to pause it back and forth. Cause,
well, I mean, they were taped this at WrestleMania. Royal Rumble Access in Phoenix.
Yeah.
And the audio was really wonky. It's like, kind of suffocated.
I wouldn't say that. It was, to me, it was more of the crowd, because, like, them being in Phoenix for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, that takes a toll on, people going to the shows and plus the talent themselves.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get that. I'm just saying, like, the audio sounded weird.
Yeah. Well, just me personally, I really didn't pay attention too much to the audio. I was just trying to see how the crowd reaction was, because, like, for example, when Pete Dunne came out, they, like, went crazy.
Yeah. But we started NXT UK off with Tony Storm.
Yeah.
Basically, reveling in the fact that she's champion.
Looking scrumptious as ever.
Mm-hmm.
Her and Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, because Rhea Ripley came out and said, I'm going to rip you apart, all this, that, and the other.
Yeah, she basically said, I hate you, I hate your look, I hate everything about you, and I hate the fact that you have my women's championship. I was the first women's champion, and I'm going to take my title back.
Yeah, and it was during this segment I learned that women also have a no homo code.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was sitting down here watching NXT UK, and my sister, she's great.
Yeah.
She used to be a wrestling fan. She dipped off somewhere at the start of the Cena era.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but yeah, she has a liking to the UK division. More interesting.
Yeah.
But Toni Storm comes out there and she's like, "Wow, she's hot." I'm just like, okay.
Did she really say that?
Yeah.
Wow.
And when Rhea Ripley came out there, she's like, "Wow, she's got a nice ass." I looked at her and she's like, "What?" I'm like, it's kind of weird hearing a straight woman say that about another woman. It's unusual.
I mean, it's like if it was a guy and somebody said that about a guy, it'd be like, "Oh, you sound gay."
Yeah. So, yeah, that's why we say no homo.
Yeah, because we don't want to sound weird, but I get your point.
We're admitting it, but that's like, it's the truth. God damn, it's the truth.
Yeah.
Like Finn Balor, good looking man, no homo. God damn it, it is the truth.
Yeah, no homo. He has nice abs.
Yeah.
So hey.
But yeah, it was kind of funny once it connected. So I'm cool with it. But next up we had Noam Dar, Jordan Devlin. This was a great match.
It really was. Both guys just went out there and tore the house up for it to be the opening match of the show. And Noam Dar ended up getting the victory. But I got to say, Jordan Devlin, with the aggressive side that he has, he really put the boots to one Noam Dar.
Yeah, Noam Dar kind of won with the assistance of Travis Banks.
Yeah, Travis Banks basically didn't want Noam Dar getting the wrath of what happened to him. Jordan was trying to stomp on his foot outside he had his foot on the steps and he was gonna stomp on his foot.
Yeah. And
Travis came out there. Jordan got the pin, had his foot on the ropes. Travis knocked him off, and then after the match they brawled and they went to commercial.
Yeah. So they're probably gonna take this to the next takeover.
Yeah.
Anyway, next up, they announced a couple of matches for next week. We're getting Walter versus Cassius Ohno in 2 weeks.
Oh, it's going to be brutal.
Oof. Then Toni Storm and Rhea Ripley for the NXT UK Women's Championship next week.
That should definitely tear the house up.
Then we go back to Phoenix for Jenny versus Mia Yim.
I thought this was a decent match.
A bit slow.
Yeah, bit slow, bit boring, but it kind of waver. What's the word I'm looking for? Teeter-tottered a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if that. Anyway.
Seesawed.
Yeah, it seesawed a bit, but Jenny ended up getting the victory by hook or by crook. Mia Yim was not happy.
Yeah, because she won with feet on the ropes.
Yeah, and the referee didn't see it.
Yeah. They also made a match for next week. The Coffee Brothers taking on Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
Flash and Mark are going to lose.
Oh, they're losing the fuck out of that match. The Coffee Brothers, they're going to win.
Yeah, we actually see more badass since we don't have our version of Wolfgang here.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, main event time, Wolfgang versus Pete Dunne.
Yeah, I felt like not Pete Dunne, but Wolfgang, when he came out, I felt like he came out to dead silence. And Pete Dunne came out, the crowd went crazy, but this match was, it was...
Wolfgang comes out there and it's just, who cares?
Yeah.
Pete Dunne comes out there and it's just like, oh my fucking God.
It's like, my head's about to explode.
It's the second coming of Jesus. Except for he's going to break your fingers.
Yeah. And stomp on your arms and shit.
Speaking of which, Pete Dunne won.
Yeah.
No surprise there.
Yeah. The main event itself was okay, but it wasn't what I expected.
Let's just say, main event for this week came unexpectedly out of nowhere.
Yes.
All right. Next up, we have NXT, where we start the show with Dominic. Do you say Dijakovic or Dijakovic?
they're saying Dijakovic, but it sounds fucking stupid.
It sounds overly complicated, while Dijakovic just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, Dijakovic that sounds easy, but Dominant Dijakovic, give me a fucking break. Like, why?
Anyway, Mr. Feast Your Eyes took on Shane Thorne, formerly of
TM61.
The Mighty.
The Mighty, excuse me. Yes. I thought Shane Thorne, he did his best, but of course he was going to lose because Dominic, you know what, I'm just going to start calling him Dominic from now on because...
Top notch. Pull a Going in Raw, call him Top Notch.
Top Notch. Okay.
Do you get that joke?
No.
Okay. So, on their channel, they do, they play, the WWE 2K games.
Mm-hmm.
And they create their own brands.
Right.
You know, you got W Steve W and Fun Wrestling, I think that's what Larson calls it.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're top guys on those brands, you know. W Steve W has Mecha Santa.
Mm-hmm.
And Larson has, on Fun Wrestling, he's got Top Notch.
Yeah.
And Top Notch looks like Dominic Dijakovic. So they just call him Top Notch.
What the hell?
It's their thing, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, but Top Notch won.
Yeah.
Next up, we had the official pairing of Humberto Carrillo and you put Steve. It's Stacy Irwin Jr.
I thought it was Steve.
No, it's Stacy.
Okay.
Anyway, they took on the Street Profits.
Now, before this match started, out came Cassius Ohno. Cassius Ohno came out there. He said, you know, I've been back for 2 years now. And, you know, looking at the crowd, I just got to say from the bottom of my heart, I hate y'all. I hate the chants. I hate your stupid faces. I hate everything about the NXT crowd. I just hate y'all. I'm leaving. In storyline, he's not leaving. But he said, look, I'm going somewhere else where I know that I still have it. Out came Keith Lee.
Bam!
Hit him with a spinning forearm, and he just looked at him and said, you know, don't let the door hit you on the ass. How'd he say it?
I would have hit you on the gangly parts.
Yeah.
Don't let the door hit you on the ass out.
Right, that's how he said it. And then he was like, listen, pardon the interruption. Gentlemen, pardon the interruption.
Pardon the interruption.
Back to your regular scheduled program.
I would have added a little spice to the segment.
Yeah.
Just have Keith Lee drag Cassius Ohno away.
Yeah. And then out came the Street Profits. And like I was saying off air earlier today, I could see a heel Street Profits.
Yeah, because they turned up the aggression on Carrillo and Stacy Irvin.
Yeah, now I think it would definitely work because they're still on the hunt for those tag titles.
They're not doing anything with them.
Not really. They didn't do nothing with them last year. Not really.
Well, once they got jobbed out to AOP, then
yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, but anyway, it was Montez Ford. Sometimes I forget their names, but anyway,
Remember, Ford is the athletic one. Dawkins is the heavyweight.
Yeah. Anyway, he got on the mic. He said, you know, whether it's the Undisputed Era, the War Raiders, we're coming for the tag team titles. Out comes the European Union.
Marcel Bartel and Fabian Eichner.
They're a license to print money. I've come around on this tag team.
Especially Barthel. He is a license to print marks.
He got on the mic. He said, whoa, wait a minute. You want a shot at the tag titles? You got to go through us. So get in the back of the line. Out came...
Shock the system.
Well, only Larkin and Danny Burch came out.
They didn't come out.
Yes, they did.
They did?
Yeah. They came out after the European Union.
I don't remember them popping out.
Yeah, they came out because after Bartel said what he said, then they came out, all six of them started jaw-jacking. Out came the War Raiders. And it was Hanson. He was like,
no.
It was Rowe.
The Era came out, not Larkin and Burch.
Yeah, they did.
No.
Yeah, they did.
You know, we get off air, we're going to look it up.
Okay, because I watched it. I'm not saying you're wrong, but when I saw it, Birkin. Lorcan and Birch came out there. Then War Raiders came out there. Rowe was like, it's a lot of jaw-jacking in the ring, but no action. Hanson was like, you want these belts? We're right here. Then they came down to the ring. Then the Era came out and attacked them. And then the War Raiders cleared house.
I just remember the Era coming out before the Raiders.
No, they came afterwards.
Because I don't remember.
Because it was Fish, O'Reilly, and Strong. They tried to beat down the War Raiders, but the Raiders cleared house. We'll go back and watch it.
Yeah, we'll go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Anyway, but next up we had Tainara Conti versus Aaliyah. Kind of an underwhelming match.
Yeah, Vanessa Bourne, the Vision. Jesus Christ. She came out there to assist Aaliyah. Aaliyah won by submission. When was the last time she won a match besides this?
When was the last time she was on TV?
Good question.
When did she start at the Performance Center? How many gimmicks have they dropped for her?
All good questions. Anyway, Conti, and Vanessa Bourne got their asses handed to them by Shayna Baszler and her crew. She got on the mic. She said, "This is your reality. This is what everybody wants. Don't make us mad, and do not piss us off." And drop the mic.
I love Shayna Baszler.
Yeah. And that's basically all she said, and they walked the fuck off.
And then we got to our main event. It was the one and the only Ricochet taking on, say it with me, Adam Cole, baby!
Oh, this was good.
This was a killer match. Still not the best of the week, but pretty damn close.
Yeah.
Oh, they just kicked the absolute shit out of each other.
Yeah, at least Ricochet didn't do a springboard and get kicked in the throat.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh, that was brutal. But anyway, this was no different. Adam Cole ended up losing to Ricochet.
I think Ricochet hit him with the neuralizer.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah. He beat him.
The Era came out and tried to beat him down.
Now that I remember.
Yeah, and then Aleister Black tried to make the save, but they laid him out too.
And we ended NXT with the Era standing strong. Before we jump on to 205 Live, there was a promo we missed from the Era where they basically talked about their plans for 2019.
Yeah.
It's a reshuffle.
Yeah.
Adam Cole, baby, is still going to go for the NXT title. Roderick Strong is going for the North American title, and that leaves Redragon going after the tag straps.
Yeah, because basically before their match, Adam Cole, like he said last week, called Ricochet a one-trick pony. And Roderick Strong was saying, that leaves me chasing for singles gold. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly are back together. They're gonna get the tag titles back, like O'Reilly said. Then that leaves Adam Cole, and Adam Cole basically said, "Look, I agree with what you said. I stand by what I said. The Undisputed Era is going to be draped in gold in 2019,
and that's not just a fact.
That, my friends,
is undisputed."
Yes.
Damn, I should have been wearing my undisputed hat. Oh well.
Oh well.
Anyway, we move on to a surprising episode of 205 Live.
Man, this main event was just... We'll talk about the main event a little bit, but boy.
Let's start off with Lindsay Dorito taking on Jack Gallagher.
I laughed when... what's his name? Drew Gulak.
Yeah.
I almost forgot his name. Called him Lindsay Dorito. He's like, "Let's go, Lindsay Dorito. Let's go." I was like, why don't they do more with this guy? Golly.
You know what? Screw making him Cruiserweight champion. Bump this man up to the main roster.
Put him on SmackDown.
Put him on SmackDown. Oh, he put on such a classic against Daniel Bryan.
Yes. AJ Styles.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Hell, he could put on a good match with Rey Mysterio.
Yes.
Be like back in the day when Rey took on Malenko.
Yes.
Oof.
Man.
Anyway, but this wasn't too terribly interesting of a match.
Yeah, I mean, it was slow and
plotting.
But Jack Gallagher got the win, and the way he and Drew Gulak celebrated was just comical.
It is.
Basically, they've been targeting Humberto Carrillo.
Yeah, trying to win him over, swayed him in the ways of safe and sound, feet on the ground.
Yeah.
And his response to that was, well, might as well at least listen to them.
Yeah. before what's that? The next match?
Yeah, that's the next match.
The next match.
Well,
we had a couple promos.
I remember I remember we got 2 promos. We got a Canel's promo.
Yeah, I want to talk about that. I thought it was I mean, Mike was like, "Listen, I didn't get in this business for 16 years to lose. It took me 16 years to get into WWE. I lost to the Brian Kendrick. I lost to
I think it was Kalisto.
Kalisto. And what's another loss? One against it was those 2 losses, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Look, I'm one of the best wrestlers on this roster." And, you know, he was pulling his hair, and Maria was like, "Listen, we've been in this business a long time, but one loss does not define you. It's that one match that will define you. And when we have that one match that everyone is going to talk about, they will remember the name Kanellis."
Yeah, this promo just... It almost looked like, from Mike's standpoint, of I'm done with this shit kind of promo.
Yeah.
Like, I'm out of this company tomorrow. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Then we got quite possibly the best promo of the night, Arya Daivari.
Now, that's another promo I liked. I liked this one more than I did the Kanellis promo because, you know, he was looking all street-like. He was like, "Listen, I've been the backup to a wannabe wrestler, and I've been the backup to another wrestler who can't even pronunciate, who can't even speak English. I'm better than that."
Yeah, and instead of "put respect on my name," he said, "put respect on my check."
Yeah, he said, "I got the money, I got the talent, and I'm going to be the next Cruiserweight champion."
I hope they do something substantial with him.
And how long was he out?
He was out long enough for us to forget about him.
Right.
Anyway, that leads us to our main event. Best main event of the network stuff this week, surprisingly.
Boy. Go ahead.
No disqualification. Tony Nese versus Noam Dar. Now, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, when I tell you this match was fire, it was beyond fire. Because, like I said off air, if I could rank the main events for this week as far as network goes, 205, NXT, NXT UK. This match right here, match of the year contender.
Where would you put that gauntlet match from SmackDown? In fact, let me add a little spice to that fire. What about the Raw Tag Team Championships?
That's a good one. I'd kind of have to reshuffle that then. If you add those 2, whew.
I know NXT UK would still be on the bottom row.
Yeah, it'd be last. Then it'd be NXT. SmackDown, I'd have to put it 1, 205, 1A.
Oh.
Monday Night Raw will be 2. I'll have to bump NXT down 3, 205 last.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's tough, because if I could do it 1 through 5... I'd have to do 1 and 1A as far as 205 and SmackDown goes.
Yeah, they both had their moments. I mean, this no qualification match had violence and murderous intent written all over it. Meanwhile, the gauntlet match had Kofi Kingston stamped all over it.
Yes. But going back to the 205 main event, I mean, like you said, it had murder and it had violence. It had assault and battery written all over it.
And attempted murder, too.
Attempted murder, good Lord. I mean, they threw everything, they gave it everything they had, and they definitely delivered, and the crowd loved it. They were into this shit 1,000%.
Oh, yeah. Because some of the horrendous spots was towards the beginning of the match, Noam Dar put Tony Nese's fingers right through the little lug nut, keeping the turnbuckles together.
Yeah, same thing that happened to that other guy, you know, who does the 10 gimmick.
Yeah, also the same thing that Noam Dar got put through when he had his no disqualification match against Cedric.
Oh, really? I don't remember that part.
Yeah, I remember it very, very clearly, because that was the whole thing of the match, was Cedric was working over those fingers. He even, like, stomped him out a good couple of times towards the end.
Oof.
Yeah, and he said, if you don't give up, I'm going to break him.
Oh, yeah, I remember that part.
That was a killer match, too.
That was.
Even though that storyline was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Involved Alicia Fox. Anyway, there was also a plethora of chair spots. Yes. Not shots, spots.
Yes, because one spot was where Tony Nese got backdropped on a pile of chairs. I know that hurt.
Noam Dar used a chair in his Fujiwara armbar.
Yeah.
Dar also took a chair shot to the knee.
Yeah, he took a chair shot to the knee several times in that match.
Oh, definitely.
Especially towards the end.
Yeah.
And
then while he had Nese in an armbar, Nese picked him up and dunked him through an announce table that just exploded.
Basically deadlifted Noam Dar like he was a sack of trash, and he didn't powerbomb. He just
yeah.
He just
dunked him.
Yeah, and the whole table just went good Lord.
And then towards the end, Dar was trying to get back up near the barricade, and Tony Nese hit running Nese, and the barricade just exploded.
Yeah, just basically like a bomb just went through a wall or something, and he threw him in the ring. He pinned him. I think he kicked out.
He kicked out, but he beat him down some more.
Yeah, and then in the end, Tony Nese ended up getting the victory. A grade A ass performance. Oof. And I tell you what, again, if it came down to the 205 and SmackDown, 205 would have to be 1A, because it definitely delivered. This is one of the best episodes yet.
For a good chunk of that gauntlet match, it was a heartfelt story.
Yes.
But for this, there was no heart involved.
No.
It was like the best match ECW put on versus when Mick Foley won the WWF title.
Yeah.
That's the closest comparison I can make.
Or I guess I want to say when Eddie Guerrero won the WWE title.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I think yesterday was 15 years to the day that Eddie Guerrero won the title.
Yeah.
Still one of the best, but yet emotional moments in all of wrestling, not just WWE. Because hell, I still get emotional just watching that clip.
I get emotional thinking about the end of WrestleMania 20.
That too.
Because not only is that it hurts, but it's also super bittersweet.
Yeah.
But that's our coverage of the network stuff.
Oh, don't forget the contract signing.
Oh, I almost forgot about that.
We kept talking about the main event so much.
Main event was so good.
Yeah.
Anyway, we had the contract signing between Buddy Murphy and Tozawa for their pre-show match at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, it's just sad that they do the Cruiserweight Championship like this, but I understand they can't throw everything into one main show. So.
Yeah, they could have at least put Strowman Corbin on first.
God, that would have been amazing.
Yeah. Anyway, but basically how this all boiled down to is Tozawa signed. Murphy was getting ready to sign, and he started getting into Tozawa's face.
Yeah.
He's just like, you're facing me. At Royal Rumble, I faced 3 of the best. The best striker, the best...
I forgot what he said. But he mentioned...
I think he said best flyer.
Yeah, something like that.
And then you think you can stop the unstoppable?
And yeah, Drake was like, whoa, calm down. He was like, whoa.
Whoa, boss.
Whoa,
I'm not going to do anything stupid.
Yeah, calm down, boss. I'm not going to do anything stupid. I'm just stating the facts.
My battle isn't against 205 Live. My battle isn't against you. It's against history to be the greatest cruiser of all time.
Yeah. Well, the greatest cruiserweight champion of all time. Yeah, but yeah.
I thought it just said cruiserweight. Just left it at cruiserweight.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Anyway, he signed, and Tozawa said, you think you're unstoppable? So did the king of the cruiserweights. I beat him, and I will beat you. Smile and walk away.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It was an alright segment, but it just kind of like...
At least they did it like on SmackDown when Nakamura and AJ did it.
Yeah.
Except nobody got slapped in the face.
The Nakamura AJ one was kind of funny because the shit Nakamura was pulling. Like, the pin they had sitting there, he's just like... He flung it away. Yeah, he was just like fucking around just to make AJ pissed.
Yeah, and I saw a lot of people posting gifs like when AJ slapped him, the look on Nakamura's face.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh shit, what just happened?" Like, you just got slapped in the face, dude. What else is?
At least he wasn't like Vince. Yeah. One more of that. Yeah.
That was so goofy.
Need a new pair of pants.
Yeah.
Meat. Anyway.
Fucking Vince.
I know. Apparently, he was using that spot to take shots at AEW.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the bits they did on All Elite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want some more of that. Yeah. Yeah, that's all for the network stuff. Okay, I was trying to think if they announced anything for 205 next week, but I guess they didn't.
Yeah.
I guess they play everything by year on there.
Next week on NXT, the North American Championship's on the line.
Oh, yeah.
Velveteen versus Johnny Champion.
Johnny North American.
Or as mainstream calls him, Johnny North American.
My boy, Swag.
Boy.
My boy, Strong. Faith that. Shuck it, duck it, quack, quack. Sue you, sucker.
Sound like a pot of net bones.
Hulk Hogan, we suing you.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah. But, let's see. Coming up next, we're going to have review of Elimination Chamber. Actually, we're going to do a live stream of Elimination Chamber. Just me, mainstream, though. Yeah. This jabroni's got to work.
But I'll catch what's left of it when I get off.
Yeah. We're not going through the pre-show again.
No. I'll watch the pre-show, but...
Yeah, I'll watch it. It's just I'm not doing a live stream through the pre-show.
No.
Because Evolution's pre-show killed me. All it was talking.
I'm glad you told me not to watch it.
Not a single match. It was a fucking red carpet event.
That's it.
Well, you know what? I have high hopes for the Cruiserweight title match because the Fatal 4-Way at Royal Rumble was fantastic.
Yes. I think Meltzer gave it like 4 stars. I can't exactly remember. But it definitely, for the short time that it had, delivered.
Oh, yeah. Especially Buddy Murphy with those knees.
Oh, God.
Like I said, he might as well call that knee Babe Ruth because he was getting hits.
Yeah. Or Barry Bonds without the steroids.
Or Barry Bonds without the steroids. Or Mark McGuire without the roids.
Oh. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, remember that name?
Yeah. Sammy Sosa.
Oof.
Have you seen Sammy Sosa lately?
No.
Oh, God.
Let me guess, he's a fat bastard?
No, he's bleached his skin.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, remember Ken Griffey Jr.?
Now, he's one guy that I loved. I was always a fan of Ken Griffey Jr.
I remember Ken Griffey Jr. He exploded, like, back in the 90s.
Yeah.
He was, like, hot shit.
This is Sammy Sosa now.
Oh, God. No, why?
ESPN did that show E60.
Yeah.
They talked about him.
Why?
Yeah. And the guy asked him, he was like, he tried to avoid the question. He was like, I'm Sammy Sosa. I do what I want.
Why? Why forsake your heritage like that, man? Why forsake your heritage like that, man?
I don't know, bro.
God. What the hell?
Sammy Sosa.
Sammy fucking Sosa.
He and Mark McGuire were the 2 most overrated baseball players ever. Jesus Christ.
You know, for the longest, I thought Ken Griffey Jr. was overrated. Because, like, how popular he was.
Yeah.
But I guess no.
Yeah. I mean, at least he got to play with his dad in the major leagues.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Man, I remember they had, like, goldfish-type snacks for Ken Griffey Jr.
I don't remember those.
Like it was like baked crackers, but they had his face all over the packaging.
Yeah. Now that that little chewing gum, like the baseball like chewing gum.
Oh,
Big League.
Big League Chew, yeah.
I used to eat I used to eat the fuck out of that stuff.
At least that stuff was a lot better than Fruit Stripe.
Yeah, Fruit Stripe, man. I ate that stuff, and the flavor is gone just like that. Like as soon as you put it in your mouth.
And it's such a powerful flavor too.
Oh my god, bro.
I don't know which one's worse, Fruit Stripe or Juicy Fruit. Because Juicy Fruit does the same shit.
I don't know, bro. That's just... I don't know. Big League chewing gum, I ain't ate that shit in like forever. I'm gonna buy that shit one day.
Yeah, and have it be like fucking chalk since nobody buys that shit since the 90s.
Yeah. I haven't heard anybody buy that stuff.
I think the most recent thing I've heard about Big League Chew was, I think they said they were going to put a female on it.
Yeah.
Like on the wrapper art.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that they're gonna put a female.
I was like, good luck with that. Nobody buys that shit anymore.
Yeah. Nobody really cares. But whatever.
You know, there's one person they should put on Big League Chew. The Man!
The Man! Yes.
Because the Man could sell hotcakes in her sleep.
That she can. And she's fucking amazing.
And she's my future ex-wife. Anyway. But yeah. That is our 3-count episode on the network stuff. We've got review of Elimination Chamber. We've also got a live stream coming up for Elimination Chamber on Twitch, not on YouTube, because fuck YouTube.
So we got a Twitch account?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
We have finally got through watching World War III.
Yeah, I need to go back and watch it myself to prepare for the notes.
Yeah.
Because, oh my god, who the fuck came up with that shit? The design of the rings is just like, why? It's like 3 rings. You're taking up so much room as far as like seats. And it's just like, the fuck?
And the best part about it was, that was the only match where the rings got utilized, but in the Sting Flair match, every time Sting chopped Flair, Flair would roll into one of the other rings.
I'll have to go back and watch that, because Flair, people talked about Shawn Michaels in 05 when he had that match with Hogan doing selling and Dolph Ziggler doing overselling. Flair did some overselling ass shit back in his day. I don't care if it was the late 70s, the 80s, the 90s, whatever. Ric Flair did some overselling ass shit. And it was funny as hell.
It still is funny as hell.
God, just looking back at some of this stuff, like, dude, you know you oversold that shit.
About as funny as SummerSlam 05.
God.
Like an octopus in the dryer.
Jesus Christ.
And you know who else gets props for overselling? Velveteen Dream.
The Velveteen Dream is just...
At this point, he can do no wrong.
He cannot. He cannot.
Anyway, yeah, we'll have a vintage review of World War III soon enough. We're also going to be doing preview and review of WWE Fastlane.
Yes, we are still in playoff season as far as WrestleMania goes.
Everybody's just trying to get to the big game.
Yeah, everybody's trying to make that final cut. But some people will, some people won't.
Yeah. What else is coming up?
Let's see. Besides that, of course, WrestleMania preview and review of Takeover New York. That's what it's called.
From the website I saw, I think they're calling it Takeover Brooklyn Blacklisted.
I saw that too. I don't know.
It sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, because I mean, I know they're going to be at the Barclays.
Yeah.
Because, of course, they moved it that Friday. Hall of Fame's that Saturday. And then, of course, WrestleMania that Sunday at MetLife Stadium.
Ooh, we're forgetting something that weekend. Ring of Honor and New Japan with the biggest coup in wrestling history.
Yes, the G1 Supercard. It was announced that Jay White will defend the championship against the winner, I think, of the New Japan Cup coming up. So whoever wins that tournament will face Jay White at Madison Square Garden.
That'll be a killer match, depending on who it is.
Hell yeah, because I saw some of the people who were in the tournament. Of course, Okada, Naito.
Is our boy in there?
Who?
Suzuki.
I think he is.
Suzuki needs to win.
The greatest madman on the face of the motherfucking planet.
Guy that I would wager money could kick Brock Lesnar's ass.
Yes. Have them two go at it and just... Boy.
And have Brock Lesnar look like a bitch.
Yeah. Togi Makabe's in the tournament, I believe. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to get the G1 Supercard at MSG Hall of Fame night.
Yeah.
At least Triple H was smart enough to push back NXT.
Yeah. Because, you know, you got the G1 show, Madison Square Garden. You got TakeOver in Brooklyn on that same day.
And then you got Mania in Jersey.
Yeah. So that's a lot to digest.
Wait, no, you had it wrong. It's TakeOver on Friday.
No, I'm saying if it was on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But it's a good thing.
I mean, last year they did TakeOver and Supercard on the same night.
No, they didn't do a Supercard. This is the first one they done.
No, they did Supercard last year, WrestleMania season, because we tried to watch one.
Oh, Supercard of Honor.
I'm not talking about G1 Super. No,
I was going to say.
No.
Yeah, Supercard. Yeah. We did because the site crashed and shit.
Site crashed, and we were going to watch a good chunk of it before NXT started.
Yeah. So, but at least we did watch it though.
Oh yeah, we did watch it eventually.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, we're going to be doing a preview and review on all three shows.
Yes.
Kill us.
I tell you what, WrestleMania weekend, I mean, I know MLW's doing some stuff. A lot of the promotions are doing a lot of shit WrestleMania weekend.
You know what I wish I could watch WrestleMania weekend?
What's that?
Joey Janela's Spring Break.
Oh, God. Speaking of Joey Janela, this dude on Being the Elite. Oh, my God. Is he not comical?
I'm guessing so.
Oh my God. Because this week's episode, I just died laughing. Just watching it. Jesus Christ.
No, I'm serious, man. You got to go watch. You got to go to Cody Rhodes' YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Where he's doing a documentary about Double or Nothing right now, but he did a documentary about All In.
Uh-huh.
And on that documentary, he talked about, MJF, Joey Janela, and he talked about Flip Gordon.
Yeah.
And apparently, his bit against Flip Gordon on being the Elite.
Yeah.
Toned up, it's his actual feelings towards Flip.
Well, he hasn't liked Flip?
Yeah, he doesn't. Well, it's not like, oh, I hate this guy. It's like, I don't think he's good enough. Or I don't think he's that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like he likes him, but he just doesn't really... He's really not a fan of his.
Yeah, he hasn't taken a shine to him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, MJF, he's just like, oh, I love him. He's like a younger version of me.
MJF...
He's a character.
Boy, like, that bit where they did at the independent show in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Super Bowl, where Heyman tried to hug him, he was like, in slow-mo.
And then he, celebrated with him.
Oh, I like that one where he introduced him.
Yeah.
And he was, talking shit to Kazarian, shitting on the cigars.
Yeah.
And then Cody walked off, and he was like, fuck Jerry Lynn. And Kazarian was like, this guy's kind of a badass.
No, I like this guy.
Yeah,
but I hate him.
Yeah. I like MJF, though. He's a good wrestler.
He's a character. I'll tell you that. I haven't watched MLW, but he's a character.
I mean, he's really good. He had a really good match against... it was one of those fusion shows where he had a really good match. It was a flag match against Puma King.
Yeah.
It was really good.
He had a good match against... All In. His match at All In.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who he faced. Son of Havoc. There we go.
Yeah.
He had a really good match against Son of Havoc.
Yeah.
And it was a good match.
Yeah.
MJF, he's pretty good. He can go
is.
far with his charisma alone.
Yeah, he's just, what, 20-something?
Yeah, he's in his 20s.
Early 20s at that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know they did a documentary of him. It's somewhere on YouTube.
Yeah.
I think it's called The Making of MJF.
Yeah. Well, I know MLW's gonna release. They're gonna drop episode 45 of Fusion. He's taking on Teddy Hart for the middleweight championship.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's trying to get the title that he never lost back.
Well, we've done enough jaw jacking, so yeah.
Yeah.
Preview and review on, well, WrestleMania weekend. All 3 shows.
Yes. WrestleMania weekend is going to be lit.
L-I-T lit.
Yes.
Anyway, but as for us, hold up. Please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and subscribe to this goddamn motherfucking channel. Hit that big red button so you can stay up to date on all of our shows.
Yes.
I almost forgot that plug.
Yeah.
If you hate his ugly face but love his opinions, he has podcast.
Yes. Prime Talk with Rodimus Prime on the Castbox app. Episode 16 up now.
More like crap talk with Crappy Prime.
Shut up.
Let's see, what else? Mainstream wants to do his mainstream report on
that video game?
Battle Royale games.
Yeah.
Why he hates them and he's sick of them.
Aren't you sick of them?
Not really.
I don't know nothing about them because I don't play them.
I don't play them either, but I do know they're a boom right now, so.
Yeah. And people are too busy suing Fortnite.
Yeah, over dances.
Yeah.
It kills me that they said that Alfonso Ribeiro doesn't own the Carlton.
I saw that. Like, what the fuck, bro? That shit made me mad. Like, yo.
Didn't he just improvise that on the show?
I don't know. I know he used to do it a lot.
I know he did it a lot.
And he sued Fortnite for it.
Yeah. A lot of people were suing Fortnite for dances.
Soulja Boy and a rapper named 2 Millie. He's suing Fortnite because, like, he's got a dance called the Millie Rock.
Yeah.
He's suing them because something about trademark or something.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the dances that are out, a lot of people are suing them.
Well, it makes sense that Soulja Boy's suing him. He just threw a shit ton of money on a game console nobody wants.
Well, he said he's made a lot of money off it, so.
I doubt it.
I ain't bought one, so I can't say.
It's pretty much registered illegal at this point.
Well, he said that from his interview with the Breakfast Club and Everyday Struggle, during that little run he had, he said all the games are licensed. So they're not like, he's not copying them or like stealing. He says they're licensed.
Yeah, just because the games are licensed doesn't mean the console's licensed.
Well.
Anyway, yeah, Mainstream's going to do a report on that. He's going to do top 10 NFL teams that's going to make a splash in the 2019 season. Did I say that right?
Well, close enough. Top 10 teams that need to make a splash in the NFL draft come April. Because they got the combine in a couple weeks in March. Then the draft is April 26th.
Yeah. He's also going to be doing a ranting with Rodimus about the Gucci controversy.
Yeah. Gucci, Prada, fuck Floyd Mayweather. Now Katy Perry's under fire for her stupid ass ugly shoes. I saw a picture of those shoes. Those shits look ugly.
Fashion, man.
Yeah.
You see, this is why I just go out wearing a t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to do a 10 episode, the 10. Top 10 dream matches CM Punk should have if he ever comes back to wrestling.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, Kenny Omega's on the list. Because he's on everybody's list.
Why wouldn't he be on everybody's list?
He's on everybody's fantasy list, greatest wrestler list, part of greatest tag team list. He's even on an infamous shit list.
Yeah, I think he's on a lot of people's shit lists except for, including that one person.
I think he's actually come down on
Kenny?
Yeah, Kenny. I think he's actually come down on old Corny's shit list.
Yeah, well, speaking of Corny, he talked about AEW like when they first launched and got announced.
Yeah.
He says, I'm not going to give an opinion about it. I'm going to watch it and see how it goes. If it's going to actually be wrestling or like a bunch of hokey shit.
Yeah.
He said, I'm actually going to see how it goes. I'm actually going to wait and then give my opinion.
Smart.
So he didn't necessarily shit on it like, oh, it's going to suck. Fuck AEW. Fuck the Young Bucks and the Khan family. He said, I'll give it time. I'll see how it turns out, then give my opinion.
We can at least say for, guaranteed, he's at least going to say fuck Joey Ryan.
Oh, it's always fuck Joey Ryan. He hates Joey Ryan. I think Priscilla Kelly's now on the shit list for the shit she's been doing lately.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Where she pulled a lookalike dirty tampon out her crotch and then looked like she threw up on a male opponent. Why? Why?
Shock value. Shock value is worth its weight in gold alone. It gets people talking.
The tampon thing, okay, but the vomit, the fake vomit, like, get the fuck out of here.
It's like when Pillman pulled the gun. Shock.
Yeah. Almost got his own wrestling company kicked off TV.
But hey, it showed that the product was getting edgier.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough out of us. I'm War Machine MJ.
I'm the one and only Rodimus Prime.
We are the 3 Count Mafia. Thanks for watching 3 Count. We'll see you guys next time.